Don't give up. Just because an idea didn't work out the first time, doesn't mean it won't work at all. Keep working on it and learn from your mistakes. Could you imagine a life without Mars bars? Dare to dream. Who would have known that Mars would invest in pet food and pet care? What started off as a candy brand has now developed into a multi-million-dollar firm with so many possibilities. Sometimes very small investments can release enormous, infinite potential that exists in all of us. You have to learn to ask questions in a way that will elicit more nuanced answers, rather than the answers you would like to get. Many business leaders are seeing the relationship between long-term success and sustainability, and that's very heartening. Even when early innovations start to succeed, it is not uncommon to see growing businesses sabotaged for threatening the status quo. There's a real moral imperative in being an organization that takes the time to sit and listen to the customers and the people they're serving. Freedom is what beauty feels like when it can most express itself. We are each other's destiny. A sustainable world means working together to create prosperity for all. We live in a world in which we're seeing an increasing gap between the haves and the have-nots. People across the world are yearning to be connected to stories of hope. I believe the government should ensure all children are provided with a good education. Too often people view idealists as naive. Give back. We say this constantly, but giving back is so important. The fact that Mars gives back to some causes close to my heart, especially in the equestrian world, is so heartwarming and also can make you think about your own life. Philanthropy is no longer about writing a check for $10,000 to the opera. I would like philanthropists to take more risks and invest more in risk capital. Not surprisingly, most people feel most beautiful when they are involved in an act of service, or are doing something that makes them feel generous, connected, or seen by others. Our actions, and inaction, touch people we may never know and never meet across the globe. Changing the world is not easy. I was an accidental banker. To please my parents, I went for an interview with Chase Manhattan Bank in 1983. They promised to send me into their offices in more than 40 countries and essentially audit the practices. As a 25-year-old banker, I decided to leave my career and change the world. This sounds like a move that a 25-year-old banker might make today, to escape the chaos. The experiences, friendships, and events that I've been a part of have been wonderful. All I can say is, thank you all so much for what you have given me.